Welcome back to the infected. Just made it light again. Looks like we do need to get a whole bunch of more logs going. I do still have these two bears to deal with. I've got a little bit of stuff left in these bins. Need to get some stones together so that I can get some more iron going, because that's going to be very important here very quickly. Ooh, few electrical parts. That's going to be nice. Kind of difficult to see what we need to get going from this point. I really think some stones would be a great idea. Let me... Okay, I still have a stone pickaxe. I can make an iron one. I know that. I haven't yet. Looks like I need more carbs than I need protein. A little bit of early morning rain. That's going to be a pain. Let's see if we can go find some rocks to scavenge. That's going to be very important. Gotta get some iron going. Gotta deal with Knucklehead here. One extra stab just to make sure he understood. That was way not cool. I'm not into surprises like that. It's a good thing they scream when they start. So I'm thinking, like I said last time, I think I want to get a uh, like a workshop going. I want to get a sawmill. I would like a kitchen, all separate from what would be a main house, a main building. I want to make room. Eventually, when we get the truck, I want to be able to drive around it to the different buildings. I'm hoping that this area... Is that a potato? That was a potato. I need potatoes. Um, I'm hoping to get it so that we can get the truck to drive around inside the compound a little bit. I'm hoping that area that we picked is going to be big enough to accommodate all of that. Probably going to be more a case of how big did I want to make things. I'm probably going to underbuild. It tends to be what I do. I have seen some individuals put out or build systems that are well, I should say very complex inside. They have individual rooms, a lot more realistic layouts than just the barn that that I have tended to build in the past. I really want to get more sophisticated than that. I really like having a multi-building approach. I think that's going to be fun. But of course, to do all of that, we need huge amounts of resources. So we will have to see how all that turns out. Let's go here. Heavy feet. What I really wanted, I would love to get some drying racks going so that I could take advantage of having these bears and not risk all of that going to waste, though I will need biofuel, so I don't suppose there's any real way that goes wrong. I'm just not quite ready for biofuel. But I guess there's no bad time to start stockpiling it. And of course, because I have a terrible time trying to figure out direction, I should eat a tater. Forgot to bring water. That's going to be a pain. So let me get back here to our house. got some stones here. I accidentally left the fire burning. I need to drink anyway. And drink again. Check. Those are not ready, but they are getting water. One of these days, I'll actually remember what all the buttons do. I mean, today's obviously not it, but there's still hope. Actually, I think we probably should pick up this bear. Let's do what we need to here. Hopefully we don't drop too much. Darn it, dropped more than I meant to, or certainly more than I wanted to. Get this cooked. Still over my capacity. Because worst comes to worst, we need the biofuel, or we will at least very much need it later. I should probably start collecting 4 more bricks, and it got the animal hide, or the leather. I have to look what they call it here. To make my quiver, so that I can, so that it's worth it to worry about making. What else did I drop back here? Raw liver. Okay. Cooked meat. Cooked meat. And ultimately, the goal is to make some more sophisticated foods, but we do need the stove to do that. And we are not there yet. What do I have in here? I have... Okay, wash my hands, so I got that going up a little better. That's not done yet. Can put the bear on the table so that at least he's not in my cart. Let's harvest some cucumbers, some corn. Don't think the potatoes are not ready yet. Okay, bad plan. See, that's what happens. I have a pokey stick, and I'm happy to use it. In fact, I have a steel pokey stick, and I'm more than happy to use it. Let's see if we have... Alright, that worked out. I do need to see... Nope, not that one. Not that one. That one. I need 2 animal hides and 2 ropes. Well, booey. Guess we'll have to get that second bear going. But I'm not ready for that. long are these good? These are good for 2 hours. Get some more water going, because I always forget. And that's just not fun for me or anybody. I'm sure it'd be entertaining for you. Everybody comes to watch the crash. Alright, so that will be fairly quick going. Probably need to make some more of those planter boxes. Just to get a better variety of things ready to go. And I am way overloaded, so I need to, as always, inventory management. Those potatoes should be getting harvestable here pretty soon. And with the can, we'll want another can to make that. This is really not my best organization that I've ever done. See, that turns things up so fast it starts getting hard to catch up with. Which is not a bad thing, but it is a thing. And it's a thing you need to be ready for. And sometimes I forget what I'm doing. I'm sure even just watching a little bit of this, you can tell that that's a lot more of the time than is good for me. But, you know, this is the life I have. Let some of that go bad, because I really do need the, or I will want the biofuel later. So we still have a bear left. We've got plenty of carts. Got a little bit of Kevlar there. It's not really going to be enough. I need to make my yellow helmet so I can get a light. I have, yeah, more potato stuff over there. I probably will eventually go off camera someday when I'm not recording and put all of this into something resembling an order. But I don't know really how much anybody should count on that. And even if I did, man, it may not be the best. Did I see another oil can in here somewhere? Yes. So there's oil cans. Got stick holders. I didn't check to see if I had nails. Got screws. I do not think I have nails anywhere. those are aluminum, so those won't turn into nails. Really? 9? Okay. Alright, so that's going to be 10 iron ingots here in a moment. And that will fairly quickly turn into, or be able to be turned into, at least one of them gets turned into nails so I can finish that planter. Bring these over here. I don't know. No. That one didn't. Shouldn't have picked up that plank. Did not mean to. I don't have plank holders yet. Probably should build some. Storage. Plank stand. Because it's not... Oh, well. Another Vamby. Ninja-like reflex. Okay, not even close. Only if the ninja was somehow hamstrung. So let's take our cart and go get some more logs. And I know there's really two schools of how do you do this? Do you break them up en masse? Do you just do one cart at a time? I don't know. I don't know that either is more or less efficient. It seems that the time's about the same, especially this close to the storage where they're going to be stored. Hey, come back here. Come back. Oh, wait, I'm already carrying 3. What? Mine. You don't get to walk away. Imagine if you'd have fallen down there. You'd stay down there forever, because I'm probably too lazy to go get you. Okay, so it's good to see we're getting some trees back. I hadn't even been paying attention to that. And of course, if you're new to this, one cart full is one small tree and one big tree. So it's pretty easy to keep track of, but I still messed it up on occasion. I believe that's like 11 logs. Okay, that's a nice beginning there. I'll bet my iron's done. Yes, it is. Don't really have a good place to put it. That was not a good move on my part. Let's make a bunch of nails then. Man, those potatoes take a while. I'm not far enough to where I get ahead of it yet. What I do want to do... Doo-doo. He said doo-doo. That I need nails for what I want to do. I want to build some more chests because apparently I'm still not at, hey, I actually have storage, which is just crazy and is a long-term problem that I have trying to organize this stuff. Are my potatoes ready yet? No, they have no water. And that'll be, you know, what's on my tombstone. No, it didn't have any water. Should have had water. Could have had water. I had water I could have put there. It just didn't get the water. And until we get the water house, or since I live in the country, we call it. Yeah. I get you, dude. You need out of the sun. So that's not going to help much. And yes, you can get or make, and I will eventually make, the ingot storage shelves. I just don't, I'm still not sure they're more efficient, other than they're vertical rather than how the storage crates are. So again, I just don't know that they're better. Probably wish I hadn't saved those at some point in the not quite immediate future. Or at least I'll wish I had consolidated them better, kind of like that. And all right, so we got that. I have a little bit of coal. I just don't really have a fall into that dilemma where it's like, oh well, you don't have enough to be useful. It's no reason not to use it. Da, 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 da. All right. I think I should also build another water basin because in the not too distant future, sometime around winter, I'm going to wish I had that because that will be all of the water that I have. I have cans. There's my food prep. And it helps apparently if you actually keep potatoes watered so that they can grow. And then we'll be happier with this. That has a butt ton of carbs in it, which is really kind of what I need right now. And we'll see how that goes. Gotta remember whether or not I'm gonna have to look to see if I have water in here, and I have enough clean water in there. So we'll eat that. I don't remember what I need for that. 3 cloth. I don't think I have 3 cloth. Remember I have, oh no, I have 2 cloth. Oh, that's infuriating, and you need the loom to get more cloth, or I need to get to a, need to go search through another village to get more cloth. And see how all of that turns out. And that's so random because you just don't know what you're going to get when you go to town. Oh, is it going to rain again? Looks like it's going to rain again. That'll be nice. And another Vambi. Maybe he has cloth. Now he's gone. That's so cheaty. Aluminum. That's less cheaty. Willing to take aluminum from a dead guy. Clearly. Alright, so that's going to fill those up. That will be nice to have again, so I'll have 3. Probably should do that just because it can't possibly hurt. I did not plant potatoes like I thought I did. That's not helping much. What else am I gonna want? I am actually going to want some melon. Because that's needed for the MREs. So what I do want to do, I'm gonna try putting some spike traps. No, not that. That. Kind of want to spike trap the gap here. And I need to see where this other one would go. So that's going to go there. just to see if I can get it, get this little plateau here a little more sanctioned off, or separated off. So I need bunches of sticks. Luckily, it's only, I think I said it was 4 per. So I have a chance. And I do have actual sticks in the stick holder. I just might as well grab these. And get all of this put in while I can. Because I don't honestly know if this is even going to be what it takes to stop the Vambies from coming in. I don't know if they spawn further back on this plateau once they don't have a direct access up that way. Mostly what I've seen is them doing that, though. It's coming in there. The good news is I really like up here. And, well, I think that solves that problem. No, they will come in from other directions. Oh, oh. So I am going to possibly just have wasted a bunch of time. But I think it looks really neat to have that blocked off. And hopefully I will still be able to figure out a way. Eventually I want that to be obviously the ramp that the truck uses to come up here. Because that's important. Let's see how far out this is. And while I'm here, I might as well chop these down. Because I can use these logs to put into the spikes. Go pick these guys, that one up that slid down there. See, I can't even get up there, so. Wow, that's just not pretty. We'll have to straighten that out. That looks like a drunk, lazy person built that. It was a sober, lazy person. Missed one. Missed two. All right, so let's take this one down. this over here. Need to pick up those sticks and put those in the stick holder so I don't lose them. So I will want those later, guaranteed. I guarantee. So that's nice. I was wondering how long it was or how hard it would be to close off that path up into our area here, and that was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. What am I? I am holding a little bit of everything that I shouldn't be. So there's that. Do we have anything? We have some corn, some cucumber. Not have. Put that there. Don't try to do it by hand. Don't get fancy. Does not work well unless it's these. Trying to remember where I put my. Oh, see, we got a little bit of. I don't know if we have enough to do the whole bulk make thing. Probably not. One left. That's pretty slow. I'm just gonna put that there because I don't know. Ooh, hold on. Why am I trying to think that that was gonna be food? I have 2 more aluminum, which will be kind of awesome. Hey, I heard you were pissed. Ah. Luckily, they can't jump. Well, that's going to make that so much better. I'm going to end up reinforcing the snot out of that one, I can tell. And it was an iron ore, so that's handy. Alright, so I don't know if I want to do, oh, that's a cobalt, but do I do more lead, or would it be better to just use that as iron right now? And for the moment, I'm going to shut that down because I don't have more rocks to use, but I do need to go get more water that I ran past. Now I have the big water jug. So we're gonna dump this little one into there. And I take this, and we're gonna get the big one going with that. Big one. Take that. Drink that. Can't do that that way. And that should fill that all the way up. I can do a lot more with just having that one thing. Than I could have. So that zombie giving me that one last aluminum was a very big deal. And no deaths this time, so that's even better. I just like it there. I don't know why. Here. I heard him, but I wasn't really paying attention to direction. Anyway, I'm not ready to pull that potato out yet. Looks like we're getting close to the end of the day. Got a few more minutes, I think, but not much. It's going to start getting dark real quick. And that was actually a fairly productive day. Got a chance to get got that spiked off. That's going to be nice. Although I think this spike in this corner is going to be the one taking the pounding. I don't know if that locks anybody out actually, but it was the goal. Some more planks getting made here. Not a big adventure day. We got some rocks, we got some iron going. We got a lot of the production started. We got a lot of things going that are going to be very helpful very soon. I'm trying to think where I want this at. Somewhere I won't keep tripping on it all the time. I don't think that exists right yet. Next time I really want to get started. Good grief. Put this table somewhere. I want to get started building some of the other buildings. I want to do those up in here. Maybe we'll go to another village, see what they've got, see if we can find some more technology. I still have the chemistry table that I have not made. I just haven't had any real capability to do that. I should probably get some stone crates going. So anyway, I've been winding down way too long. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'm hoping you'll want to come back. We can do if we go to town. I'm not sure what's going to be next again. I'm having a real hard time articulating that. It is getting dark. It is a beautiful night. And with that, I will wish everybody a great day until we meet again. Um, just have fun, and I will see you next time.